mistake.
So, Shamika, I'm posing this question to you. India of 2047, freebies lesser, lower, or?
I frankly think I'm concerned about this, Siddharth. I hope it is good freebies, meaning you need state to give you education, you need state to give you health, you need state to give you clean air. The markets are not going to be very easily able to do that. We know there are market failures there. But now we are getting into the path of competitive freebieism. But the conversation has started. So hopefully if this correcting mechanism happens, we'll have smart subsidies, not just rampant subsidies.
Mr. Gopalan, 2 rupees rice, it started from there and some other schemes as well. Today we have 5 kgs, a subsidy bill upwards of 3.7 lakh crore. Will it end?
Well, certain amount of, you see, you must look at certain externalities in some of these actions which we are taking. For instance, Shamika mentioned about health, education. We look at water supply, sanitation, climate-related issues. Then you have old age pensions, and you have people who are hungry, you have got to feed them. These are some of the things which we really need to do, where the freebies have a role to play. I mean, I don't call them freebies, they're essentials.
So you are a votary for the 5 kilo scheme, the Pradhan Mantri Anna Kalyan Yojana?
You see, so long as that set of people are not able to earn, buy on their own and then feed themselves, the state has to intervene.
Mr. Ranade, this is the point I wanted to take with you. Sometimes, again, drawing room economics, and we say, India should be subsidy.
We are heavily dependent on pulses. We are per capita consumption of pulses is low. We import almost, 20-30% of edible oils.
Yeah.
So therefore, if that is the case,
$1 billion worth of sunflower oil from Ukraine, who could have imagined?
And one more thing on subsidy is, I think we are very soon going to go to a situation where we will introduce, it was talked about in the economic survey 5 years ago, universal basic income. If UBI comes, are we going to call it a subsidy? Of course not. The PM Kisan, is it a subsidy? And you mentioned...
no, I'm asking you, is it?
It is not.
It a freebie?
It is not, because these are ensuring basic rights of the people. Surely, for food, addressing food, hunger, malnutrition is not subsidy, Baba. It's not a freebie.
Ramesh ji, is the judiciary right in trying to get into this debate? Sarkar agar logon ko dena chahe, why is the judiciary having a problem?
You see, whether it is judiciary which is taking up or any other organ of government, I feel this debate is needed. We must have this debated because of a couple of reasons.
So you agree with the Prime Minister and the Revdi kind
I'm
of
for
debate?
the debate. I'm for the debate on subsidies, and I can give you one example. There are some circumstances, some situation where you need freebies. And there are some circumstances and situations where you are not only wasting resources, even freebies are doing a lot of damage.
Give us an example, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming to an example. Right now, we are giving free power in many states, free power for agriculture. And we all know that water table is going down. It is creating a serious issue in many states that future generation may not even have good quality water to drink. That is the kind of situation. And it is not that water is free. So you are encouraging that if you are extracting more water, we are fully subsidizing you. So you spoil as much water as you can. Same amount can go for conservation of water. That if in a particular area farmers are adopting water saving practice, as a result of which the water table is coming up rather than coming down, I am for that kind of freebies. So how you structure a particular kind of support, but effect it has on other sector, whether it is crowding out all good things, we need to take all those things into consideration. Lastly, you raised this issue of food at 2 rupee or 4 rupee. I agree with the Gopalan ji that as long as we have poor people or people who can't afford it, we will need those kind of assistance. But is it that in India 2/3 of people can't afford that food? I don't agree with that. I would say that we need subsidized food, but not for 2/3 of population. We need to work out what is that population, whether